rags and riches. Tell you how it is. Oh. Get too curious, nigga. Tell them don't get too curious. Oh. Sit down. Come here. Yeah, it's best you just sit down. I don't want to hurt you. Happy Easter, happy Easter. I will not be making any beats today or nothing. I got to do this assessment test, so it's 7 hours long. I really should start now. I just got on here to really say hey to the chat. I low-key forgot. I don't know why it's a 7-hour assessment test. I might make some beats. No, see, I don't need to. See, I don't need to. I'm already doing it wrong. I need to finish this shit because it's due by 8 a.m. Damn, what it do? I still ain't dropped the mixtape from last month because I ain't feel like nothing I had liked in that bitch. Why is that shit all in the way? Ben. I just wanted to hear this one video about yeah, 7 hours. I tried starting some of it.
Before the new update on this Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane situation, it was already bad for Gucci Mane. But it just got worse. And Gucci Mane is now in a situation that I don't think really gonna end well for Gucci. It's a lose-lose either way. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I want to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is gonna be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is gonna be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is gonna be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit.
Yeah,
but if you want to get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit.
Suspects involved in the robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane have been arrested. Officials say the alleged ringleader behind the attack was rapper Pooh Shiesty. Our Briseda Olguin has been on top of this story and has the latest.
Aside from learning that the 9th and final suspect has been arrested, we've been able to obtain video which shows the FBI at Pooh Shiesty's home the day he was arrested. Take a look at that video. This happened in Memphis. Federal authorities say Shiesty was the ringleader behind the attack on Gucci Mane here in Dallas. That incident happened back in January at a music studio located off Dallas Parkway. The DOJ says Gucci Mane and 2 others were allegedly kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint. They say 9 people were involved, including Pooh Shiesty's father and Big 30. For background, Pooh Shiesty signed on to Gucci Mane's.
They say Pooh Shiesty robbed him, got down to get out his contract. Him and Big 30 put a gun to his head and stuff. So I'm just listening to what happened. What's up, chat? I'm taking a test. I don't know if it's legal to actually stream me taking this test, but
record label back in 2020. And according to the DOJ, Pooh Shiesty is the one who set up the meeting to discuss his recording contract.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from
I gotta do this test because I got down to get in a construction program. Goodwill got a free construction program. Some of the courses they give me, they're already at the college, but it's free. So it's like, let me take these, they got like 150 hours worth of stuff that get you credited. So I'm taking those just so I could have, you know, ahead of the curve. So when I start school this summer or probably August, well, in August or probably this summer. That's just that, just something simple.
Recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
We knew from the very beginning of this indictment that Gucci Mane was snitching and working with them folks, and that Gucci Mane identified Pooh Shiesty and snitched on Pooh Shiesty.
Right here,
now, Pooh Shiesty...
When I finish this right here, thank God for the pause and play button on the keyboard. But when I finish this class, it will give me an OSHA 19 certificate. That's basically safety of construction. And then the other 4 weeks, I get hands-on construction shit, which I already do with my granddad, but I just get another certificate. So it's like, I got to goddamn and get the certificate. So right now, we're doing this damn assessment test that's goddamn 7 hours long. So and then it's like you always got to wait for these people to stop talking and shit.
Rob Gucci Mane and an off-duty officer and a bunch of white folks who are rich while he was on an ankle monitor. So Pooh Shiesty did himself a disservice. But the thing with snitching, there ain't no halfway snitching or halfway telling, especially in this situation. You see, Gucci Mane did what he did by identifying Pooh Shiesty to the police officers and to the feds and getting Pooh Shiesty this indictment. But after the update we just got, after it was announced, the feds don't really got too much on Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, or Big 30. They don't really got that much on them. And they admitted that. They are relying heavily on witnessed account of things. They're relying heavily on people who were present to tell and snitch on Pooh Shiesty.
It's like today I told myself,
that means
chill.
That Gucci Mane got to take this stand or risk Pooh Shiesty walking.
New development tonight in the arrest of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. He and 8 others are charged with kidnapping rapper Gucci Mane. Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., and another Memphis rapper known as Big 30 appeared in federal court today. Action News 5's Caitlin Miller was in the courtroom in downtown Memphis. So Caitlin, fill us in. What happened today?
Yeah, Joyce, so they're actually still in there, but what I can tell you is that a special agent from the FBI, Marcellus Hobbs, from the Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, took the stand, and defense attorneys for Lontrell Williams Sr., Pooh Shiesty's father, and Rodney Wright Jr., also known as rapper Big 30, asked Hobbs a key question. Is there any hard evidence, like video surveillance, showing either man possessing a gun or threatening anyone? And Hobbs said no. He also testified that no concrete evidence was found in Wright's car or Williams' homes when they were arrested. But even so, the judge ruled there is still probable cause for both men and all defendants who appear today based on cell phone data, outside surveillance video, and victim statements that stand uncontested. Right now, we're still waiting for the detention decision, so we're watching to see whether they'll be held or released as we move forward.
Gucci Mane is in a lose-lose situation. He already identified Pooh Shiesty on paperwork. His reputation is already dirt. However, there is a...
My thing is, they saying Gucci Mane wrong for telling the police Pooh Shiesty robbed him, and they got it on camera. Like, what do y'all want him to do if the police is questioning him? It's literally on camera. Like, what the hell you want him to lie and say it's not? I can see if he didn't get caught and then no one asked him anything, I don't think he'll say something. But if the police is asking you something, interrogating you, I'm like, how is that him not being fucking... like, oh, he lose credibility to his name because he's a goddamn, the nigga not in the streets no more. Why do y'all want everybody to be like, oh, no, I'm not going to snitch? Like, dude, he fucking robbed me. I didn't do anything. You damn right I'm going to snitch. That's the easiest thing to do. It's like, why would he want to kill him? Then he get caught up and he might go to jail or get somebody to rob him. It's just, hey, just tell the police. Like, hey, yeah, he should have did a better job at robbing him. Like, that's just, hey, like, who wouldn't just... why would you not just say, yes, he did it versus having to get back? Like, that's the biggest get back. Like, you're a dumbass. All I had to do, you should never got caught up. Like, the police should never came to me about this shit. So, hell yeah, I'm going to say it's you. Like, that's my thoughts because I just don't understand that. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, my God, he told. Like, no, that's not telling. Like, if someone robbed me and I'm a famous streamer, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, that was him. Damn it, I got it wrong. Got it wrong. God damn it, we're not going to pass the assessment test. We keep bullshitting. Yeah, but it'll be easier than this right here. Won't be no damn 7 hours a day. What the fuck? What the hell? We need to study. Don't be like me. Oh, yeah, it's for 2 full years. What the fuck? Damn. You gotta retry that bitch. Damn. Damn. So how your day been though, Ben? What all you been up to? I mean, while you still young, man, you might as well do it if you got the time. You don't want to be like me, almost 30. But one thing about it, the time gonna fly. What the fuck? So what the fuck is the goddamn answer? Damn. Go back. You gotta do all this shit. Then you gotta do this one. Like, this is module 1.
Welcome to the Goodwill Career Campus course, Workplace Communication Skills. I'm your instructor,
Hey.
Paula Kay. This is
Hell
module.
yeah, man. You might as well
This
just
is
do it,
module
like,
1.
'cause, like,
There are
even when
3
you get older,
lessons in
you
this
don't wanna
module.
do shit around the house, like,
Communicating.
oh, how to do this, how to do that.
This is
Some
the
people you ain't
lesson
wanna call,
navigation
so
slide. You
I
will
tell
see this
people,
slide after
shut up.
completing each of the
You might
sections.
either want to do goddamn.
Drastic difference between identifying
do
somebody in
construction,
paperwork and maybe
HVAC,
you could talk your way
plumbing,
out of that
or
and taking a stand, pointing at them and
all that's
snitching
in
on
the house,
camera
so, like,
for
regardless,
everybody to
something
see.
gonna go wrong in your house.
You can
do
never
one
come
of
back
those
from
folk,
that.
And you got friends
Well,
who do the other ones.
if
yeah,
these
you
folks
okay
are
in life.
admitting we
You
don't
say,
got
"I
much
don't-"
on these people, we don't got much physical evidence on them. What we do have though is witness account of things, witness statements, people who are gonna take the stand and testify. If Gucci Mane doesn't testify, because Gucci Mane was the one who was in the room with Pooh Shiesty when he got robbed, he was the only one there. So if Gucci Mane doesn't take that stand and doesn't
I'll
testify
say,
on Pooh
if you don't
Shiesty,
got a car,
well, Pooh Shiesty could
get
walk.
your little truck first.
And if Pooh
Then
Shiesty
everything
walks
after that come after
or
your truck,
get
like,
found not
I did
guilty,
it wrong.
well, Pooh Shiesty is coming home as an absolute living legend because the streets know Pooh Shiesty did it. Gucci Mane, one, you told for no reason initially because your name is in that paperwork. So now people is looking at you as a snitch, and the person you told don't got no consequences and they free. And that may have implications because if you don't take the stand, well, guess what? You're telling them folks that you signed that contract under duress. The contract released for Pooh Shiesty, Gucci saying, I signed that under duress. Well, if you don't take the stand and you don't cooperate any longer, well, Pooh Shiesty got you on camera signing that contract. He can say, I didn't do that under duress. Like I didn't put put no gun in Gucci Mane's head and made him release me from my contract. He lying. I went to court, federal court, and got found out not guilty of this. Now Gucci Mane risked Pooh Shiesty walking free from the contract, beating the Fed case, becoming the biggest rapper on the planet, and Gucci Mane gets nothing. But if Gucci Mane do go to court and take that stand, well, guess what? Now Gucci Mane's reputation is done forever. Gucci Mane can never show his face again in hip hop. Gucci Mane is now a pariah and is now ostracized from hip hop forever. Like that. Now, based on who you're talking to, Gucci Mane got support on one end of hip hop, while the other end of hip hop is saying it ain't cool what you doing.
And committed kidnapping in violation of that. Chat, is Gucci's career done? Gucci's a victim of a kidnapping. According to this federal agent, Gucci helped them identify the culprits. I think Gucci should get a pass. He's from Atlanta. For Atlanta rapper not to tell, that'll be breaking news. Yo, chat, it's going to be viral the day an Atlanta rapper be like, yo, breaking news, this Atlanta rapper, with all the reasons to tell, didn't tell. Who cares? And is Gucci a street guy anymore? This is regular Atlanta business right here. But I got to be honest with you.
Hell yeah, streaming every day.
Shicey's fried.
You know, May 17th.
In this situation, I'm okay with whatever Gucci does. Yeah. I'm okay if he went in there and said, them niggas robbed me. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that because, like I tell people all the time, Gucci, we get out of the street game and get in the rap game so that the rules do not apply to us. Now, but the people that said, "Oh man, Gucci snitch, man, he need to keep it to the streets and this and that right there." Well, it's not streets. Mm-hmm. When you're dealing with Atlantic Records or these big old record companies, these are banks. Yeah. When they gonna give you money.
Pooh Shiesty went to jail shortly after his career popped off. So let's just say, you know, like the label gave Gucci Mane, let's say, $7 million for Pooh Shiesty. He gave Pooh Shiesty that advance. Pooh Shiesty goes to jail. Pooh Shiesty is in jail. He gets another advance, let's say for like $2 million. Pooh Shiesty come home. He you know, his music is streaming. Let's just say Pooh Shiesty is $3 million in the hole. Well, if Pooh Shiesty forced Gucci Mane with a pistol to release him from out his contract, even though he has $3 million left to recoup, then Gucci Mane is the one who has that debt. Gucci Mane is the one who has to answer to that. Right? So that's why you would say, if you Gucci Mane, this ain't about no street stuff, man. Like, yo, this is business, bro. You can't do that. You can't put no pistol to my head and make me release you out of contract where you still got to recoup. That ain't cool. That ain't boo. Now, let's look at the evidence, though, against Pooh Shiesty here. Because people are saying Gucci Mane is fried. Because if Gucci Mane did that, tell him, but he ain't ready to go the full way, he ain't ready to absolutely just burn his bridge and ruin his face card forever in hip-hop, then Pooh Shiesty is coming home and walking free, based on how the evidence is looking. Now, according to lawyer Mo, who covers a lot of these hip-hop cases, he believes the feds don't really got much on Pooh Shiesty, and it relies on Gucci Mane's testimony, but if Gucci Mane don't testify, then Gucci Mane is still a right for identifying Pooh Shiesty, but then the man he ratted on is free, and now you got to deal with that.
He just said this week, 9 individuals, including well-known music artists, kidnapped. This happened back on January 10th. Why is the internet wrong? Well, people who are saying that there's this guy on video pulling a gun on Gucci, if the feds have you on video pulling a gun on Gucci while you're on home confinement, not allowed to have a gun, on January 10th, you get arrested January 11th, maybe January 12th. By February, you're cooked. By March, you're already violated and doing your time. This is April. Now, one thing that's to note, I think the fact that we're in April and this came out today is telling, because Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, was fired today, and we need to turn the page quickly. But I think this case seems, we'll see. I think obviously the feds have charged kidnapping, and the reason why you charge kidnapping is because it's not larceny. The guy didn't rob the recording deal rights. You're never going to prove to a jury that Pooh Shiesty had a premeditated plan to fly out to Dallas and then he's going to pull a gun on Gucci and get Gucci to sign away the contract rights. That's ridiculous. Okay? There was a lot of people in the room. Apparently, there was some violence in that room because the most injuries that we've heard of is some guy got choked and there was some abrasions on his neck. Okay, so something happened. But then beyond that, the feds haven't really put anything. I don't know if this news report is real, but I don't need a news report to tell me that there's no video of Pooh Shiesty holding a gun. Facts. Pooh Shiesty is the most important person on this indictment, the only guy the feds really care about. Facts. Pooh Shiesty allegedly had that gun on him on January 10th. Facts. Pooh Shiesty was not picked up until April 1st. Facts, they are not letting Pooh Shiesty to build a case out on some other people who they don't care about stay out for 3 months while they have him on camera with a gun, and potentially he could have done another crime, and then they would have been never gonna happen. Okay, now let's talk about the case, right? So what you have in this case is a case of 6 people who have been charged, okay, and 6 people are there and present. What did each of them do? What is each of their roles? Was there a conspiracy? Did they actually plan and plot to go and be there? None of that shit is going to get proven from the fact that the ankle monitor places him there. None of that shit is going to get proven from the fact that you have surveillance camera from the drugstore across the street showing people leave. None of that shit is going to get proven by any of that. What it will come down to is witness testimony, and that's all it is. And so you're going to see the case play out.
We've never been at a more important place in the culture than this moment right here. I would say 2024 was the last time we were at this point in the culture. But what happened? In 2024, we were at a point in the culture where I feel like the general consensus in the culture was the streets got to go. The streets are stupid. And then coincidentally, conveniently, Kendrick Lamar drops a record where he's crip walking, he's blood walking, and now crip walking and blood walking and gangbanging is cool again. Right on time, right on cue. When we were getting ready to make that pivot, Kendrick Lamar made gangbanging cool. Now, we're far removed from that, from that era. Now we're at the pivotal point again where, okay, it's time to make a decision. Is snitching cool or is snitching not cool? I feel like if Gucci Mane goes to that courthouse, take that stand, and comes out and survives that stand, and survives taking a stand against Pooh Shiesty, and nobody cares, and nobody treats Gucci Mane differently, and Gucci Mane still gets to come out here, tour, make music, drop hits, and he still gets to move around the industry freely, that'll be the death of anti-snitching. That'll be the death of it. If Gucci Mane does that, come out, and he's still allowed to operate in the industry and move around freely and do what he got to do, and he still got fans and he's still moving, because we've never seen this before. 6ix9ine came out, 6ix9ine career over with. Gunna is still denying he snitched. Gunna snitching is so dry area, it's so gray area that we don't even, like, some people think Gunna didn't snitch, while some think he did snitch, right? Gunna came back to LA, was in the trenches after that incident because folks are saying he didn't snitch. But if Gucci Mane take that stand, point a finger and said, that man did it, and get off that stand and survive, that's the death. That's the death of anti-snitching. That's the death of it. We can now move past this conversation on whether or not the culture care about snitching anymore. We don't. This is the most pivotal moment, man. And Gucci is in your corner, man, because if Gucci take that stand and rat and tell them white folks that Pooh Shiesty did it, Pooh Shiesty is going to jail for a very long time. If Gucci don't take that stand, Pooh Shiesty coming home. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what do you guys think? Would you guys judge Gucci if Gucci take that stand and testify? Let me know, okay? And if you enjoy my content and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out why racist white folks are apparently plotting revenge on Drewski. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. It has come to my attention that white folks are plotting revenge on black people and Drewski because of a Drewski skit. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I want to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is going to be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is going to be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit. The actual skit was titled How Conservative Women in America Act, but people labeled this skit an Erica Kirk skit, even though Drewski never came out and said this skit was about Erica Kirk. Listen, I know I'm probably not staying on code when I say this, but I'm not gonna act like the Drewski skit was not about Erica Kirk. Clearly it was about Erica Kirk, down to the white outfit and the white suit that Erica Kirk wore at Charlie Kirk's memorial. Clearly it was about Erica Kirk. But regardless, I didn't see anything too offensive about this Drewski skit. The only thing I could say that's moderately disrespectful will probably be the first scene where Drewski is kind of making a mockery of Erica Kirk at Charlie Kirk's, I guess, funeral or memorial. That, to me, is maybe the only part where you say, all right, Drewski, but The rest was not.
Raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible. Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha.
okay.
And Bella will have all organic pup cup.
Organic?
Yes, everything organic. We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes, because they are the ones who mattered most.
My jerk reaction to the skit, one, I didn't really laugh too much, to be honest. Drewski skits aren't really like over the top hilarious for me, but they do have truths in it. So I did appreciate it for what it conveyed. Now, was it super hilarious? No. But, you know, I did find it kind of truthful, right? I do find Erica Kirk, or the Erica Kirk lookalike with the Bible in hand, talking about all of God's children, and then a scene transition to her talking about, you know, that white men are the most important and we need to protect white men, as if white men have not been protected in this country. Who knows, right? But the Drewski skit was so effective, it got 185 million views. And the skit was so effective that the president of the United States was hinting or alluding to Erica Kirk needing to sue Drewski for this skit.
A thing called Happy Easter. Do we have that? Everyone happy? Anybody that doesn't want, hello, darling. Wow, this is a good table. I like that table. You're doing well, right? Okay. I think you should sue him, but, you know, I told her, you ought to sue somebody. They're so jealous of Erica. I said, you ought to sue their... I can say it, you're not allowed to say this. You have to be nicer. Sue their ass off.
He never said Drewski's name, but...
Erica. I said, you ought to sue somebody. They're so jealous of Erica. I said, you ought to sue their... I can say it, you're not allowed to say this. You have to be nicer. Sue their ass off.
He never said Drewski's name, but the implication was people online in the discourse around Erica Kirk is unfair. They're not nice to her. And, you know, she needs to sue people who are not nice to her. A la the Drewski skit that was at the time at like 150 million views when Trump made this particular post. And to follow that, you started to see certain white comedians come out and say, keep that same energy, keep that same energy. Now, most white people aren't racist, but there's a certain group of niggas, certain group of white folks that when they start saying keep the same energy, we know what's to follow. We know what that means. Matt Rife tweeted out, the Drewski situation is funny to me. The skit is hilarious. And please don't let your guard down off the skit is hilarious. He don't think there's anything hilarious about that skit. People being offended need to grow up. But everyone defending the skit also needs to keep the same energy about all comedy. Yo, these folks is dog whistling racism. It's simple as that, bruh. They're about to use this skit to try to peddle in microaggressions and racism into whatever they want to do, and this skit is going to be their, hey, listen, man, you know, he made fun of conservative women, why can't I call black folks the hard R? So he goes, don't go crying next time a bit upsets you personally. If jokes shake you to your soul so deeply, consider that you may be an emotionally underdeveloped human, not fit for this life. The world needs comedy. Matt Rife skirted around an issue where he said all comedy. We know what that dog whistle was for, but he's PR trained. But Jake Paul, who ain't as smart as Matt Rife, who's not as PR trained, who don't understand there's implications of certain things, Jake Paul just outright let the cat out the bag, man. Jake Paul just straight up said it. And you gotta respect Jake Paul for being stupid enough to admit what the get back is. Jake Paul went on Theo Von's podcast, and the first thing Jake Paul said out of his mouth was, hey, man, hey, man. We coming with that good old racism for you guys, man. Y'all think making fun of Erica Kirk is cool? We coming back with that good old racism for you guys. He just outright said it.
I want to ask you something because I've been, over the last couple of days, calling makeup artists, and I was gonna do a response to this and like go and do like the full on
darker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do it and just do it back, because why not?
Yeah.
Like, are we on the same playing field? Like,
Jake Paul, who don't do skits, by the way, he don't do Instagram skits, he don't do comedic skits, he don't do skits at all. That Jake Paul is saying he's about to go out of his way to do blackface to get back at Drewski for this Erica Kirk skit. I don't listen. If Jake Paul was like a comedian who does what Drewski does and he wants to do blackface back, I guess do your thing, all right? Like, even though, you know, they're not really the same thing, to be honest. One thing have a historical context, the other doesn't. But if you were to do it, all hands off, we can't even be mad, all right? Because Drewski dressed up as a white woman. Logically, if you want to dress up as a black person, do your thing. But for Jake Paul not to even do comedic skits, but him saying he's about to go out of his way to try to do blackface to get back at Drewski really shows how upset these people are. Because if they really thought the skit was funny, if they really thought the skit was hilarious as how they are like trying to convey, they're trying to pass off I'm not bothered while also admitting they're bothered. Because if Jake Paul thought the skit was as hilarious as he thought it was and it was all fine, then why is Jake Paul plotting revenge to do blackface when he don't do skits at all?
I think if there's a way to do it, singing in well, even this sentence. But if there's a way to do it, I've been here many times. If there's a way to do it, I think there needs to be some black support for the character, I think. Like I'm saying, like say if Drewski or I'm trying to think of somebody else.
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley. If you got one of those guys to be like, hey, Theo, I want you to do this skit with me. Let's do this.
But still, that's pussying out.
You think it is?
Yeah.
To me, there's a level of like,
doesn't that make us more like prejudice?
Like more prejudice?
That makes us, if we have to partner with someone. Drewski just dropped this.
And he's done it a couple of times,
exactly. I love it. This is great. This is how humans should be.
I agree.
We should make fun of each other. And I don't see in color, I see in truth and comedy. So, like, what are we talking about?
So you're saying
what era are we living in?
Dude, Justin Trudeau did, and he's freaking dating Katy Perry. You see that, Justin Trudeau, the mayor of freaking Canada?
I was just with them. I was just with them.
No, you were not.
Yeah, at the JP Morgan summit.
He was B-facing. Look at him right there in the middle. Look at the one in the hat in the middle.
He got caught for this before?
Yeah, look how dark he went. I mean, he went.
But to be fair, that picture's in black and white.
That's like their safety blanket. Oh, I love it. Oh, listen, I'm not mad at the skit, but
Welcome to the Goodwill Career Campus course, Workplace Communication Skills. Thank you for joining us. I hope that you'll enjoy this course and that you find it to be practical.
I'm focused on you. I'm not even.
Welcome to the Goodwill Career Campus course, Workplace Communications. In Module 2, there are 4 lessons. This is the lesson navigation slide. You will see this slide after completing each of the sections listed below. The sections must be completed in order from left to right. You may return to any section to review it again after it has been completed. You can return to any slide you have completed by clicking the menu button on the bottom left side of the screen.
taking a test, man. I literally finna go. I was already on here for an hour, but I hate when y'all come in. It's like, oh damn, I'm finna leave. They're like, oh, Bo probably hates me because y'all always leave when I come. No, that's not the fact. I'm just taking a 7-hour assessment test, and I have to go meet someone.